fiberific or fiber ruffians or fiberifians, or I don't know what we're going with yet. I've just realised guys are getting a great shot of my tummy, which is like my favourite thing. Let's fix that. Oh, hello. I'll just turn. There we go. Everything's bad now. It's all bad. Oops. So it's a great rhyme. I've just had a big old spiel for the last sort of 30 seconds and realised I'd actually hit start recording rather than start streaming. So good morning to everybody. I hope you can hear me. I'm assuming you can. Let me know if there's any technical glitches so that I don't have to focus on it and I can focus on you guys. Abby has popped in to say hi just before without realising I was actually recording rather than streaming, but she's got all like messy bed hair, and the thing is we don't get up until 8 o'clock because we're on holidays, and it's great. It means I get to work later at night when it's quieter, and I love that. I love being able to work at night when the house is quiet and I can sort of just sit back and pop my headphones on and just rumble away. Although in saying that, the other night I was sitting here, I think there's a photo up on Instagram where it's just my workstation where I'm doing blinglets, and it's got a bit of Star Trek up on the screen, or I think it's Star Trek credits. Anyway, I'm sitting there and the house is in complete blackness, and I'm like very quietly watching Star Trek and making blinglets like a crazy blinglet making machine. And then there's just this crashing noise, and what it is Jazzy the cat, my old cat, she's taken to sleeping in those eco shopping bags that you get, and she fell off the table. She was in her bag and fell off the table and took out wire baskets and everything on the way down, and it was a serious Code Brown moment. So I just had to turn the volume up a little bit louder so I could hear it over my heart pumping at 1,000 million miles an hour. I'm just having a quick read. Good morning to Gamer Widows and Andrea and Stacey and Marion and Margaret and Trish and Kim, of course, for writing our beautiful poems each week. It's so cold at night for working. Look, I don't notice it so much. I pop on a pair of socks and I've got, like, believe it or not, there's a cushion under my table I put my feet on. It's stupid, but it's comforting. Now, the other thing on Instagram this week, did I get hold of Angela for acrylic bobbins? I did not get hold of Angela. I did try and call her. I even tried contacting Bobbin Up about me selling them. But I haven't heard back from anybody, so I'm not quite sure what's going on there. But I'll keep trying, Trish. The other thing is I posted a black and white picture onto Instagram of a new yarn line. I'm not going to any camps, Trish, just so you know. And so I've got a new yarn line. I've been waiting a really, really, really long time for this, and you can see it in this camera here. But I have a new super squishy 8-ply merino that I love so much. I waited so long for it to come, and it's now here, and I'm madly dyeing it up. As you can see, I do have colours that I personally like. Teal, purple. These are today's prizes, lovelies. One skein is each prize. It's about 195 metres or 190. I'll have to look. 195 metres per... there is actually a grey as well, Kim. I just don't have it. Hey, Abs, can you please pass me one of the greys in Andromeda? It's just on the little table as you walk towards me. There is also grey. It is Andromeda. I name all my yarn bases after galaxies. So this one is Andromeda. Beautiful 8-ply. It's got so much squish. There we go. There's a grey. And so each 100 gram skein has about 190, 195 meters. I've got it written down. I can't remember it off the top of my head. And I was sitting there last night, like a bit cool, thinking, I don't know if it was the best idea getting this haircut just before going to Bendigo. I don't really normally wear Yeah, Trish, I'll get onto you if I get it sorted out. I was sitting here thinking, I don't know if getting this like, oh, it's because it's all shaved all the way around here except for this little bit of hair on the top. It's even shaved under here. I don't know if it was the best idea to do that just before Bendigo, considering I don't have much in the way of beanies. I don't normally wear much. I don't normally wear beanies. I've got a couple, but they're getting a bit old. And so I've decided to cast on a beanie for me. I'm using it in the teal. Now, the reason I've gone with the teal, guys, is because I know that you all know pink is not my colour, but I found this amazing jacket. Kim, you've seen it. And it's this colour. It's one of those big squishy down jackets. And so I've got this in like bright, it's like a coral pink. I don't know if you can see it. It's a really dark coral pink, which I actually really like it. But I was thinking this with a beanie made in this, I think I'll stand out, right? Like a big glowing beacon of like colour. That's my goal. Yeah, I definitely know. No, my new jacket doesn't have a hood, so I needed something. So I balled up the yarn here. I'm just going to, I hope you can still hear me, but this is the hat that I'm going to be using. I don't know if you can see that or not. Can you see the pat? Like, it's called Molly. It's got a bit of a cable on it. It's mostly pretty plain, and I really like it. So I'm really hoping that that I get enough in a ball. So I'm gonna make it. Last time I went to Bendigo, it snowed. Don't say that. I've been to Bendigo like 3 or 4 times, and it's not snowed. And I don't want it to snow. I'm happy for it to be cold. Morning, Tammy. How's it going? Okay, so yeah, oh, good. So you could see the hat pattern. I'm just clicking things and hoping it all works. So that's today's knitting is I'm working on this hat. I'm just doing the it's a free pattern too. It's over on Ravelry. I'll link it up later on, but it's just called Molly. It looks, you know, it doesn't look too difficult, which is good for me at the moment, just because hang on, I've just got to move things over so I'm leaning in the right direction. Where am I up to? I'm up to the knit stitches. Now, I made the mistake. I did cast on just a smidge tight, so I'm having to fight with my cast on a bit. I mean, I know I could go in and pull out the cast on and redo it, but I don't want to, in all honesty. I just don't want to. So I've been having some problems with my live chat dropping in and out, so if I don't see your messages today, it's just because of that. I keep getting a little error message every now and again that just says live chat unavailable. Good morning, Allegra. Where did you say? Nice, my chunkier weight hat has gone AWOL and the cardi needs finishing first. Yeah, I've got other things I wanted to get done before this. Hang on, where's the camera? There we go. But I've realized the necessity is going to outweigh something else. So I want to get it started and hopefully sort of just give it, I'm going to be doing it in the live streams, and I'm going to, okay, hang on a second. What's going on? That's it. Alright, so the stream's not keeping up on the screen. Anyway, it'll sort itself out. Yeah, I've got lots of everything that I need to wear down there. It's pretty. This is my 5th year for Bendigo. Oh, here we go. It's catching up now. Yeah, so it's my 5th year for Bendigo. So I've kind of got a gist of what I need, but I'm trying to make it so that it's trying to get it so it's lighter. Like, the amount of luggage that I take down is ridiculous. Because A, I'm a serious plus size girl, so my clothes are big, and B, I'm from Brisbane. So, like, today, I am literally in a t-shirt. I got some leggings on, but I probably could be wearing shorts. Abby's in shorts. It is not cold. Like, in reality, it's not all that cold at all. And so, when I hit that border, like Coonabarabran, I don't know what the deal is with Coonabarabran, but I hit Coonabarabran, and And it just is like mental. My connection is a little, I'm just getting a little bit of a weak sign. It's nothing unusual. I think we got spoilt by last week. That connection was so crisp and nice. I watched it back and I was just like, man, that is just, why can't I have that kind of connection on my download, like on my land, like cabled? So I was just getting I had like a really good, just a really good, it was such a nice stream. There was no like glitching and cracking and glitching. Oh no, you didn't miss it, Tammy. I didn't say what my t-shirt says, always be creating. It's another one of the ones I got from Roberto Blake. Roberto Blake is this YouTuber I follow for like, he does how to YouTube videos basically. And he is just this amazing creative, really super duper bloke, and he just does, he's got over 1,000 videos, and he himself, his background is graphic design and photography, or I think photography was a hobby, but anyway, he does all these great t-shirts, and I've got this one and I got the one that I put up on Instagram, so I got the two of them because it's like, it's one of those things like YouTube is free to watch, but it's not free to create. And like, oh, hang on a second, guys. Abby, are you using the internet? Can you get off, please? Because my stream has just crapped itself. Guys, Abby is online and I'm trying to move her. So, I'm sorry, honey, you have to get off. Well, I hope not, because as of now, my stream's not going anywhere. Okay, so I'm hoping that the stream picks up soon. It's dead. Everyone's yelling, get off, Abs. Okay, just making sure I'm not on anywhere. Kill that. Can you make sure your Wi-Fi is completely turned off, please? I've got no stream still. Okay, guys, I'm going to have to reboot and see if it makes a difference. Like, reboot the stream. Oh, no, I'm back. I'm back. I'm still getting a red line of doom from... Oh, here we go. My stream health's picking back up. Yeah, I think it's just... Okay, guys. All right, so I think we're all back. I don't have the red bar of doom from YouTube anymore. I've got an orange bar of not quite so doom. What's happened is Abby had jumped online. She didn't realise that it would have... And so anyway, she's yelling at me now that she was never online, but I could hear her talking to somebody or watching something. Anyway, so we're back. Anyway, so what was I talking about before that happened? I don't remember because I got all stressed out. And I've just got to keep an eye on the stream health. Yeah, we just have rubbish internet here. It's like if Abby does anything while I'm live streaming, you know, she can't even sit back and watch Netflix for the hour. So she just has to, like, you know, read a book, which is horrible. Like first thing in the morning. I don't know about you guys. I don't like to read first thing in the morning. Oops, sorry. Fingers in the camera. Where am I up to, Pearl? Yeah, so someone was saying before that you don't know how I can knit and talk without messing it up. I do mess it up. There's no denying that. And I do lose track of where I'm up to, but then sometimes I just lose track of where I'm up to, full stop. It's got nothing to do with me talking. It's just got something to do with the fact that I'm not concentrating enough. But at the moment, I'm just doing a knit one, purl one, rib for 1 inch. So I figured that would be a nice stick. Oh, supporting YouTubers. Thank you, Gamer Widows. Yeah, so while, like, I know it's not free to make content, like, and while I can't afford to, like, join into, like, they have Patreons and all sorts of stuff for regular funding, I can't do that, in all honesty. And so I tend to do things like pick up their t-shirts or something like that every now and again, just to sort of show my support and sort of throw a couple of bucks their way. Because, you know, like, especially for Roberto Blake, I don't think I would be YouTubing if I hadn't been watching his content about getting started and getting it done and not worrying about it being perfect. Oh, my stitch marker's dangling and banging and making noise. Hang on, I'll do that. Yeah, so every now and again I'll find a YouTuber or something that I follow whose content I watch fairly religiously. I watch just about every one of his videos. And then every now and again I'll either donate something into a super chat, which I'm not sure if you guys have seen. I don't have it because we don't have the subs for it, but and I'm not that worried, to be honest. But some people have super chat, so you just toss like a couple of bucks into super chat every now and again. And like $2 doesn't sound like a lot, but when you think about, like, I've got a video that's got 2,500 views on it, and YouTube have paid me $4. So it's one of those things that it's like, it doesn't seem like a lot, but when you put it into the scale of what YouTube pay, like, from the advertisers, it's kind of funny that way. But anyway, I make it, this beanie, this yarn, I've been struggling so hard not to cast on with this yarn. Like, I was like, no, I've got 5 skeins of this colorway. I'm not going to steal a skein. I'm not. And then I made a ball because I had to steal a skein. It was just one of those things. Sorry. I've just realized I'm really, like, my back's a bit sore from crouching down. So I'm just going to tilt this up a little. Hang on. Tilt. There we go. Is that better? There we go. I get to sit like a normal person. Yeah, I don't like doing anything. Yeah, well, I'm still in the middle of my morning coffee, so I'm not sure if you guys have commented anything else, or if the stream has just stopped. How's my sock going? My sock is good. I'm down to toe shaping on that one. I'm hoping to have it done in time for Bendigo so people can pat it and look at it. Guys, if you've ordered one of the sock kits from me, yeah, if you've ordered a sock kit from me and you haven't received it yet, send me a message. I think I've sent them all out, and I had a list and I was ticking them off, but I'm not 100% certain. I did notice yesterday that there was one that the payment came through and I missed it in that day, so I posted it yesterday. So just let me know in private chat if you've gotten all your sock kits. And saying that, I did sell out of that first batch of sock kits after Redlands open day. I think there was one left, other than the ones that I've got put aside for you guys, or for, you know, whoever. And it's just, so this weekend my mum was here. She came Friday. My mum's not really much of a knitter or a crafter, but I'll tell you what, she likes her buttons. And so I taught Mum how to make nitty noddy mini skeins. And so my mum madly made nitty noddy knitting skeins for 4 days. And so she was just like, I want to make sure you're as far ahead as you can be. And it was just so sweet and kind. And it was just so nice to have that help. Like, there's nothing quite like having someone offer to help and actually mean it. It's one of those things, like, you get a little overwhelmed sometimes, and like when people offer to help and stuff, and you're like, no, I don't need, it's fine, I don't need any help. But then at the end of the day, it's kind of like, I really do need the help. And so when someone offers and I can feel like I'm allowed to accept, it's really awesome. So I really appreciate that. The mini hanks are so cute. They seriously are. I've got, like, that's the other thing. I slept badly one night last week and my neck doesn't move now. I've got this stack of these bags of mini skeins ready to be I've still got 2 more colours to skein up, and I kind of do that after dinner and watching TV. Margaret says, mine's so pretty, I'm hiding it from my dogs. Oh dear, where am I up to? A pearl. But yeah, it's, the mini skeins, they're just that was just bizarre in itself. It's one of those things. I'm visiting my mum tomorrow. She's apparently bought a whole heap of food for me and made stuff for me to take home. Oh, that's awesome, Kim. I hope you're starting to feel better soon too. I know you've just had a big week. Yeah, it's it's amazing when people do little things like that. And that's kind of like, it's that sort of blends into the whole, you know, YouTubers and stuff like that. Like, I don't consider myself, oops, I just hit my microphone. I don't actually consider myself a YouTuber. I consider myself a crafter and an instructor. And if I happen to be instructing on YouTube, then I'm instructing on YouTube. But in saying that, I hang out here every Thursday, don't I? Oh, Margaret! I had Georgie here. He'd only been here a short amount of time. And he grabbed hold of a skein of bunny mink that I'd gotten from Eggshell Bunny and took it for a run around the yard. And I tried to retrieve it so badly, and I'm like picking it up and rolling this ball, but there was all sticks and leaves and dirt, and I was just like, I ended up with this big, like, huge matted pile of just nightmare, and I literally had a tear drop down my face as I put it into the bin because I could not rescue it. One of my cats likes the Bendigo wool. I found him taking a ball and hiding it the other day. Oh, I love that. Jazzy will sleep on the yarn on the dining table. If you've got anything soft, fibre, yarn, whatever's on the dining table, she will totally sleep on it and, like, turn it to a cat bed. Like, she felts it in her sleep. So I have to make sure that I've got everything covered with something hard, like in a box. Or I've found that if I've put her blue shopping bag up on there, no matter what else is up there, she'll sleep in the blue bag. Yeah, the mink, I was so devastated, honestly. And I bought another skein, but it is on lockdown. It's seriously hiding away on lockdown. You know, when you get closer to your marker and you're really hoping you've been doing your knit pearls right because you don't want to go back, that's where I'm at. Purl, knit, purl. Sweet, I made it and it's correct. Oh, yay. Okay, so all right, we made the first round. As soon as I lay anything out to look at the progress, both cats will make a home on it. So glad I don't have cats. Like, seriously, my cats are not, like, they don't get up on the dining. Jazzy only comes and sleeps on the dining table in winter. I don't know what the deal is with that. But if I am blocking, if I have cleared the table, laid out the blocking mats, you can hear them trying to get in the back door. They're like, we want in. We know the blocking mats are out. And I don't understand what it is. Every time I block something, they fully want to just take over. Now, I've been nattering because, like, this hour just disappears so fast for me. I don't know if it's the same for you guys, but it totally disappears for me. So, first skein, who wants this? Oh, hey, Tammy. It's so funny. All right. So, if you win this, if you want to win this skein, tell me what you would make with it. Now, the screen color is not doing it justice at all. It is this. It's beautiful. It's actually nearly the same color blue as the t-shirt I was wearing on Instagram the other day. So you tell me in the live chat what you would make with your 100 grams of Andromeda to go in for a chance to win this blue skein. And I'll just keep knitting. I'll just drink some coffee first. And my dog will sniff at my projects, but it's never moved them around or caused trouble. Oh, you are so lucky, Allegra. I have enough problems with animals I gave birth to. I don't think I could cope with more. Yeah, there's that. I would hold it and pet it every day. Aww. It is very pretty. And I'll tell you what, it's so soft and it's so squishy. It's only don't forget, it's only 100 grams as well in a skein. Fingerless mittens. Oh, these would be nice. Like, I'm just feeling what it's like knitting just this. I would make a rash. Yes, you would, Kim, because it's pure wool. Oh, Kim, I keep forgetting, and I have to have something out for people who can't deal with wool, but just about everything's got wool. Everyone's laughing at Kim. Poor Kim. How many meters in the beautiful skein? There's 190 to 195. I have to double check. I've got it written down, but it's around a worsted, light worsted to DK weight. I'd make a beanie with ear flaps. Well, I'm making a beanie with it. And I'll be honest, guys. Oops, I've botched it. What have I done here? I did a pearl on a knit. Oh, that's skills. That's mad skills right there. Somehow, you know how I said I made it to the end and I was in the right place? Well, somehow I must have messed up twice. So, you know, that's all right. It's my hat. I'm not going to tinker back. I'll just make sure I do the rib properly. Add it to the Find My Fade. Sure, your yarn looks so beautiful. Thanks for sharing. Hey, Cottage Keeper, how's it going? Thank you. I have my silk I won to treasure. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Me. I would use it on a dream catcher I'm thinking about. With fingerless mitts, I can smoosh that yummy yarn in my face in public without looking too weird. Yeah, that's the problem we have, isn't it? Like, you walk into a yarn store and the first thing you want to do is smoosh it. But you're like, I don't know if this is a smooshing place. Well, actually, you have it right now. I do. Beanie, yes. See, because today I was researching, because I was looking at beanie patterns, trying to decide which one I was going to do. And I reckon 100 grams, I'm going to get a beanie out of it. Easy. Maybe a beanie. This is so squishy. All right. I honestly don't know. It's so pretty. Okay, so today's winner for the teal, I've squished it now. It's been squished on my face, is going to be Lydia Grieve. I better write that down, Lydia. I had a notepad. What do I do with it? There it is. See, look, I thought I was organised today. Lydia. How do I spell that? Oh, Linda. Sorry, Linda. My brain is just not. Linda Grieve. And my dog is losing her mind. At some stage, I may have to run away. I have 13 pounds of beads being delivered today. Just so that you all know. And that's teal. Yeah, so if you thought I had enough beads, you're wrong. You're all wrong. But I would make knee things. I always have cold knees. Well, there you go. You can make knee things out of it, Linda. Sorry, it is Linda and not Lydia, guys. It's Linda Grieve making knee things. That's a lot of beads. Yeah, it is a lot of beads. It's my beads come in 250 gram bags, and I've got 21 different types coming. I think that's how it worked out. No, Georgie's jumping on me, everybody. Tell him to stop. So shortly we will give away this purple one. Kim probably has that many beads in her house. Look, seriously, I probably got that many beads already here. And that's my personal stash. Georgie, oh my gosh. I don't know if you guys can see him when he jumps up. Back to knitting. So I normally knit my beanies and hats and all sorts of things. Actually, I pretty much knit everything in either lace weight or 4-ply. And I am just like, I wonder how long it'll take me to knit like the inch band on this. And it's going to come up really fast. The purple is next, Margaret. Some yellow ones. Some yellow, as in some yellow beads. I'm not sure if I've got any yellow. I think I got orange, but I don't think I got yellow. I've got yellow magatamas, which are the ones that I use on the blinglets. So, because look at this. Like, where's the camera? There, look at that. Look how nice it's coming up. It's got such nice stitch definition, guys. It's so nice. Today I'm knitting on my ChowGoo 4-inch, I'll put it up here, my 4-inch interchangeables. I've got the 3.25 mil, you can't see that, there we go, 3.25 mil on a 20 centimeter circular cable. So that's what I'm knitting on for this beanie, so that I can just change my tips after I finish the rib, because I was just going to use 16-inch circulars, and then I thought about it and thought that's dumb, because you've got to use two different sizes. So I pulled out the old 14-inch. Oh, there we go. That was the second one that I botched up, fixed. I probably could drop them back and fix them, but I don't want to do that. I wish I could knit. Margaret, if you are a crocheter, you need to go in and watch my continental knitting video for because excuse me, sorry, I just had a message pop up. You need to go and watch my continental knitting video that I put up a couple of weeks ago, or be about a month ago now, to talk about how continental knitting feels so much like crochet. And it really does. And I highly recommend continental knitting for crocheters if they haven't knitted before, because you control it so much the same. You have your yarn tension in your left hand, and we're all used to that from crocheting, and you kind of just pick with the knitting needle like it's a little hook. So Andrea says the video of Chantel's helped me so much. I'm glad to hear that, Andrea. I've had a couple of people who didn't knit, who only crocheted, have come in and said that they've found that it's worked. Hey Vanessa, how are you going? I've seen a pattern in a very old patterns book: ribbing, then short rows to make room for your knee, then more ribbing. Not very sexy, but very warm looking. Do you know what, Linda? Sometimes sexy doesn't matter, because we're just cold and we just need to be warm and not cold anymore. And sometimes that's more important than anything else, is not being cold. Yeah, watch Shanti, don't watch me because you just look confused, lol. Well, the other thing is I'm not in the room like in real life, and there's no pressure. That helps too. Sometimes just not having pressure while you're learning is a bonus thing. Man, I'm just failing hard at the crafty camp today, and I'm out of practice. There we go. I think we're moving forward with this. I'll tell you what, like, I'm only going to need like 5 or 6 rows. What is your favorite kind of needles and why? My favorite kind of needles could possibly be ChiaoGoo, because they're the only ones I stock now. I love ChiaoGoo because they have ChiaoGoo interchangeable, specifically because they use their red lace tips, which are really quite pointy without being sharp. They have amazing joins that slide your yarn slides over the join. Where is it? There's the join, and it's just sliding over, not catching at all. So they're just the best, and that's why I sell them, and that's why I only sell them, because I'm the boss and I only sell things I like. Andrea says you can. You had a Cairo. I had a Cairo on last week, and I loved it. Last Wednesday, it was just what I needed after Redlands. You can also pause the videos and do it at your own pace. That's exactly right, Andrea. That's one of the huge advantages of watching a video rather than doing it in person sometimes, is that if you just need to stop it for a second, like stop them talking, and just work on it for a minute, sometimes that's really helpful and you just get it. I hope you don't mean I'm confusing, Margaret. Red lace tips are the best. Yes, they are. They're totally the best. ChiaoGoo do red, which is the 9-inch circulars I sell are in the red. They've got a duller tip. And I only get the red in the 9-inch because once you go after the 9-inch, you end up with a little elbow. And I don't like an elbow in my needles. If someone really, really wants the reds, I order them in every now and again. I've got a couple, but I don't have heaps, just because I prefer the lace tips. Kim says the ChiaoGoo cables are metal with nylon over the top. The metal adds just the right amount of weight to the cable to stop them flopping around and kinking up. That's right, the metal doesn't kink, and that's a huge thing. Andrea says, my daughter just said I was famous because you said my name. Oh yeah, cause I'm famous saying your name too. Oh dear. What am I doing? That's a purl. I'm onto a knit. Andrea's famous now, everybody. Andrea can give us all tips on being famous. Because, you know, we all need tips on being famous. I so could use a back massage. Oh, yeah, me too. I think when I get back from Bendigo, that's going to be one of my treats. And now she said she is famous. She is totally famous. And if you tell me what her name is, I'll say it out loud for her as well. Because, you know, it's important coming from me. Do you have double pointed needles in that line? Yeah, I absolutely do. The ChiaoGoo have a selection of double pointed needles. They come in bamboo or stainless steel. Again, I personally prefer the stainless steel. They warm. Even though they're steel, they do warm up in your hands. And I love them. They're nice and pointy. They're nice and light, and they just do their job. That's what I like about these needles. They do their job, And oh, hi Grace, how you going? Have a great day. Don't be bad to your mum and do what your mum says. Yeah, so the double pointed needles, they're lovely. I personally am not a huge fan of double pointeds. I definitely prefer circulars. But if I'm going to use DPNs, I definitely grab my stainless steel 6 inches. Game Widow says, I know, I just hate it. May have to do with being a former massage therapist. Any cracking sounds need to be investigated. Oh, if you're getting a massage and something cracks, you go and see someone, because that's all wrong. Had physio, yay. Gosh, you guys are, that's right, Grace is famous now as well, everybody. Grace and Andrea, the famous mother-daughter duo. Let me look at this. This is coming up so nice. Hang on, I'll bring it up to this camera. Look at that. Is it going to focus? It's not going to focus. It's not going to focus. What if I do this? No, it's still, because I've got it set to auto track my face is what the problem is, so that I don't have to keep an eye on it focusing. It auto tracks my face. Sorry guys, that's why my face is always so pretty, because the camera auto tracks it. I can't hear the TV because she's giggling so much. That's not a bad sound, you know. I'd prefer to hear giggling than like door slamming for sure. That would have been the all right. Gamers Widows is talking to Kim about her sore butt. He was trying to release tension in my glutes. Yeah, that's always a fun one. You should be very careful at the moment too. So Bendigo is creeping up, guys. So this Andromeda is not going to be put up on the website until after I get home from Bendigo. So purely because I don't have time to take 11 million photos and put it up there. So far I've dyed it in the teal, the purple, and 2 different greys. So this is one grey, then there's a bit of a blue grey as well. I've been dyeing yarn, as you can see. I've got some Coulson in a new 2017 bit brighter blend. Something happened with Barton yesterday, and I'm not quite sure. It's not quite. Shanti said Bart. Oh jeez. There's some. Oh, you can't see this one. Oh no, this is a horrible colour. Over here. There we go. There we go. Nice messy skein. Before I reskein, it's still damp. And then I've got all the rainbows because I've made extra rainbows of the extra rainbows. My mum lives in Echuca. I'm sending her to Bendigo Wool Show this year with a shopping list. I stay at Echuca on the Sunday night after Bendigo. I've got a little motel that I stay in there because I travel a little bit home that first day. What fibre would you recommend to knit a wedding shawl? I would either say go a really, really cobweb weight wool or cashmere wool blend, or a silk. Personally, that's what I'll go with. I think a silk would normally be the nicest, but that's my personal feels. It will depend on who the bride is and what she likes on her skin. Oh look, Kim, it's orange. Ooh, I like the orange. Yeah, it's Tahiti. It's got a bit of pink through it. It's part of my Marvel range. If anyone saw the cowl that I was wearing at the craft show, that's the one I was wearing. You could get it for Grace. There you go. My daughter likes that colourway a bit. I think she's a bit more upset that this beanie is not going to be for her though, because she's very much keen on the old teal, and she really likes grey as well, which I've started noticing. She wants me to paint her bedroom grey so that she can put all like teal and like that minty green things around, so they really pop out of the grey. Grace said she liked it. Don't know what she'd make with it though. Well, it's a 4-ply. There's 375 meters, so you could make pretty well anything for a little person. Depends on how small she is. For a shrug or a shawl, possibly a wool silk blend. Yeah, that's right. I would definitely be going that sort of thing. What else do we want to talk about today? My brain, I had this list of things and I've lost my list. So I had all these things. We've talked about Andromeda. I'm going to give away some Andromeda. We've talked about the rainbow. Don't forget to send me a message if you haven't received your rainbow sock kit yet. If you ordered and paid for it. I'm not sending them out, to everybody. The other thing I wanted to say was I'm going to be setting up in my shopping cart on my website for free pickup at Bendigo. So if you want to pre-order before I shut the website down, then you could order that and I can put it aside with your name on it. You just need to show some ID to pick it up so no one's stealing other people's stuff. Oh no, my mother-in-law made me a wedding shawl and it was too hot to wear. That's so sad. Have I come up with a name for our collective yet? Look, I think we're going to go with Fiberifians. It's got the most votes. But in saying that, Fiberruffian seems to be getting some love as well. So I don't know. But I definitely think some badges would be cool. But we might go with Fiberifians, and then I might even grab some Fiberruffians badges as well for anyone who wants those. But can I DM you after this about that Game of Widows? Is that all right? Because I do want to talk to you about it. Although it's great for Queensland. What's great for Queensland? I don't know. So Andrea, how old is Grace? She's not too little. I mean, like 100 grams of sock, she could make her a pair of socks. Like Abby she's what, 12 and in size 8 shoes now. And so I can make her a pair of socks out of 100 grams easy, and me for that matter. I actually make me a pair of socks out of about 75, 80 grams because I'm a size 7 and I like shorter socks. So that's how that works. Oh, you just remembered. I need a t-shirt with Fiberifians on it. Look, seriously, see how these shirts are made? This fabric on this shirt is so awesome. I'm going to look at getting some Fiberific shirts done through these guys, but it is going to mean that we do pay US dollars, US shipping, because I've looked into getting an Australian company to do it, like nice shirts, nice printing, and believe it or not, it's going to be cheaper in the long run for us all if I just do it in the US, because there's a lot of companies over there that do it, so they compete with each other, whereas over here hardly anyone does it, and they want like $40 a shirt, and that's just too much as far as I'm concerned. Oh, I wasn't watching, and I've got to tink back a couple of stitches because I did something wrong. Oh, I see what I've done there. Hang on, I've got to pull out a stitch and fix it up because on the previous row I did the wrong thing. Oops. Hang on, guys. Just quick stitch repair. Pick that up, go through there, and then bam, fixed. That's a little bit fluffy. I ripped that stitch a bit. I shouldn't try to do it so quick. There we go. Sorry guys. Oh, you lost me again. It's a V-neck shirt. I do prefer V-necks or the deeper scoop necks, but the company I'm looking at, they do everything. They do singlets, V-necks, cups, bags, ladies cut shirts, men's cut shirts. Do you ever dream about the knitting project you're currently working on? I don't, but I do tend to dream about the next project that I'm not working on that I want to be working on. And that sort of thing. Yeah, a lot of, especially, like, I don't understand what the deal is with the round necks. Are they easier to make or something? I don't know, but it is a lot harder to get the V-necks than it is the round necks. But the thing is, I don't want too deep a V-neck either. But yeah, so what I'm going to do is after Bendigo, because I'm going to be honest, there's no time for me between now and Bendigo. I even have people that I talk to and like mentors and stuff saying why haven't I stopped doing these live streams, because I could be using that time to get ready. But these live streams are like sanity time. I need those. Sometimes I take mine to bed with me. I'm assuming you mean your knitting projects, and that's me too. Yeah, I think some bags would be nice. So I'm going to look into it when I get back, and then we can, we could even do a bulk order if it makes it easier for everybody. And that way there's only one shipping. Well, actually, you know what? Like, in all honesty, it would, if we did a bulk order, right, and it all got shipped to one location, and then we all had to ship it to each other, paying Australia Post, it would probably still work out cheaper us all putting individual orders in and doing it direct. There are so many things you have on that list for After Bendigo. Yeah, the list for After Bendigo is long every year, because what happens is I get, I've got an itch in my throat. I get sort of like, as I'm creating things and doing things for Bendigo, I get all these great ideas and I'm like, oh, that would be great. And it's like, okay, Chantel, reality, there's only 24 hours in a day and you cannot get this done in time for Bendigo, says Chantel, who made rainbow sock kits. But that was it. That's taken all the extra time that I had. So yeah, my list for After Bendigo is considerable. Considering I'm also planning on doing a website upgrade after Bendigo as well. So when I say after Bendigo, it doesn't actually mean like the end of July, the beginning of August. That could be anywhere up until December. So, that's how that works. Thanks, Kim. Time check. Because I do just ramble, and it's good that you guys, remind me to look at the clock. Yeah, so the After Bendigo list is considerable, and I do have a lot of stuff on it. Man, do you know what I'm going to hate about ending this live stream today? Aside from like ending it and not talking to you guys anymore, is I have no legit reason to sit and knit. Today I have to go to the Samsung store. I had something very weird happen to my phone, and that's right, anytime before the next Bendigo. Is it just here? I'll show it to you. So no one's done anything to it. No one's done anything at all. Like, it hasn't been dropped. It's in a case. And somehow, can you see there, the actual glass over my camera has shattered in a perfect circle. And I thought it was really weird. And I'm like, Abby, have you touched my phone? And she was like, no, I haven't touched your phone. And it was working. It was fine because I took photos with it and took a little video with it. And then all of a sudden it wasn't. And after a bit of Google, I think you should continue on a bit longer. 2 of my 3 kids are sitting with me and it's so quiet. Oh, I like that. But like with my phone, it was just not the, I did some Google and it seems to be a common fault, except Samsung don't agree. Like, there was something like 22 pages on the Samsung forum of people who've had this exact same fault happen with their S7s. I think I've got an S7 Edge, but I think it's the S7 7s. Cottage Keeper, I use Tan-Tech Delicate Wash. It's an Australian product, but other than that, the Soak Unscented if you can't get Tan-Tech. So I've got an appointment today at the Samsung kiosk, and I have been informed there are no repair centres in Queensland, so no matter what happens, it's got to be shipped away to be fixed, and there's a possibility that I'm going to have no phone for Bendigo. So I'm really hoping that's not the case, because I do not like the idea of driving all that way with no sort of, it's like a little insurance policy. But I'm a little stressed out about that right now. So I'm trying to keep that under control. So that's not working though. I'm like agitated because I hate dealing with flunkies who think they've got like, I don't know. The lady on the phone was annoying, and she was just like completely Marion, the answer is never. But yeah, so it's just, I don't know. I don't like that kind of service. But anyway, we'll see how it goes. And Andrea, no, never, ever. Like, you would have to kill me and put one in my cold dead hands. That's how I feel about that. Yeah, I'm going to ask for a loaner, but the lady on the phone said they can't guarantee that they'll have one. And the reason I even got this phone is because my other phone literally died, but it took like 4 years, but it's very dead. So I'm really, really hoping they do have a loaner phone. My fingers are crossed. If you guys can all cross your fingers for a loaner phone. I'm not sure if you guys have worked out, I'm a bit anti-Apple. My husband, Samsung blew up, and he had terrible service and went back to Apple. Yeah, I don't like Apple. Parts are very easy to replace. In husband's phone, does it all the time. I have a Windows phone. I'm a rare person. Yeah, you are a little bit rare. I was actually looking at getting another Google phone. I've had a Google Pixel, not the Pixel, the Google Nexus. I had Nexus. I know, the beanie's coming up so fast, isn't it? I had a Google Nexus, which I really, really loved. And then I went over to Samsung because I wanted a bigger phone, because I can actually run my whole website from the phone if I'm away. And so I wanted a bigger phone. So I went with a Samsung Note 4 after my Nexus 5, which I loved. And then it took me a little while to adjust going off the Google phone onto the Samsung. And then this time around I bought another Samsung just because I was used to Samsung, but I'm kind of kicking myself that I didn't go with the Pixel XL. Actually, the reason I didn't go with Pixel XL is I couldn't get one when I needed one. Maybe, oh no, my phone is literally 2 months old. I don't want a new phone. I just want them to fix this one. I love how every week we end up talking tech. I think it's hilarious. I love it. I think it's great. All right, it's time. Okay. Purple that nearly blends into my shirt, so I'll put it up here. Purple yarn. Purple yarn. Abby is an iPhone junkie, and she's got an iPhone 4S that's dying because it's old, and it's just like, I need a new phone, and she doesn't grasp the concept that we don't want to pay for a new iPhone. So that's going to be fun. Who wants this? I don't know what question to ask. Purple yarn, 8-ply. Yeah, we're all geeks. We really are. It's purplier than the screen's making it look. It's more like the purple on my shirt. Yeah, it really is. It's a slightly different shade. This purple 8-ply Andromeda. If you could pick a colour for the Andromeda to be dyed in, what colour would you pick other than purple or teal or grey? Because I've already got them. So, if you want the purple, come up with a good colour for me. Me, everyone wants the purple. I don't have a thing here, but I reckon I'm only going to need another roll or two of this band. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, better not sing any songs because I'll get copyright blocked. Mauve, semi-solid. Yeah, look, I do all of them because I'm trying to do these in a bit more jumper weights. They're all semi-solid. So you reckon Coulson? Do you reckon? Like, hang on, this is the Coulson here in the 8-ply, in the 4-ply. Do you reckon that that's not too colour busy to do the 8-ply in? What's your favourite thing to use for a stitch marker? A blinglet. Totally a blinglet. The grey, yeah, the grey goes nice with the purple. It also goes nice with the teal, for sure. Copyright, chocolate brown. Oh yes, I was thinking of a nice chocolate brown. So I'm writing these down. So we've got burgundy, pink, bright pink. Oh, hang on. Abby, can you grab me the bright pink and the Andromeda, please? I've got a bright pink. Oh, it's an 8-ply yarn that you grabbed me a grey one of. Hang on, you're moving too quick. I have to write it down.
There is no pink.
There should be a pink.
There is no pink.
There's pink.
No, there's not. There's only grey.
Hang on, guys. I gotta move. What do I do with the pink then? There, oh, hello. My knee just dislocated. Let's sit down. pink. It's not reskeined yet, which is why it wasn't in the pile Abby could find. So, it doesn't look as pretty because it hasn't been reskeined yet. It's a little bit, but yeah, there's pink and there's purple. These are the colours I got so far. Now I just have to run through and have a quick look because I ran away from the screen. So we've got pink, so we've got chocolate. There was burgundy, emerald. Oh yeah, emerald green. Because I have 40 kilos to dye. Some storm. Grey, bright pink. A few nice greens around. Grace is orange. If Grace wants orange, like, does she like this nice bright orange that's up here? Or would she like a softer orange, like what's in your kit? Kim Scullen's gotten in trouble again. Sparkle peach. I don't know what sparkle peach is. I don't do any sparkle yarn, so I prefer to keep away from the sparkles. Andrew's got banned. Everyone's getting banned. Red. I'm actually looking at doing a natural as well. So the natural is like this creamy colour. So I'm going to leave some natural too. A bottle green. Wow. Emerald green mustard. I was told to take a break again. A light lavender pale yellow with a little accent of Tiffany blue, all sparkle. Oh, she loves that bright orange. Yes, me too. It's not bad, eh? Lucky I wrote down how to make that one. I can redo it. Hee hee hee. I need a bottle green for beanies for the kids' school. You can talk to me about that. I can do you a custom bottle green. I don't think it'll be popular enough to have it in the range, but I can do one for you. A dark denim. I've got a really nice, it's over there again, but my knee is not back into place yet, so I'm not going to move. But it's a dark grey with like this blue, like apparently according to the jar, it's grey. It's not grey, it's blue. But it's a really dark grey blue, which is a really nice denim-y colour, I think. Okay, so the winner of the purple winner chicken dinner is going to, let me just look here. It's going to Cottage Keeper. Cottage Keeper, I don't know your details. So if you can private message me your address and I will post this to you because you get to win this prize. Kim wants that pink. It's wool, Kim. It's wool. You can't have it. Gunmetal. Yeah, my knee dislocates all the time. I had a squash accident when I was younger and a partial reconstruction. And anyway, long story short, sometimes, especially when it's cold, it slips out. It'll come back in. It's it'll be a bit puffy and a bit sore, but it'll be fine. It's, believe it or not, it happens so often now. It's a bit of a non-event. Now back to the knittings. That's why knitting is good, because it takes my focus away. Oh, there we go. So yeah, Cottage Keeper, you can send me a message on Instagram or Facebook or even here on YouTube, however, or even just email me and I'll get that out to you. Now, so that's it. I see it's confusing now because I've got all these ones I'm not giving away. I'll move them out of the way because I keep thinking, oh, more yarn to give away. No, move it out of the prize zone, Chantel. Next week we might give away some more grey if anyone wants, not more grey, but more colours. I might have some more colours by next week. It can hang out with my sock yarn kit. The other thing about this yarn, guys, hand-dyed yarn, pure merino, I would hand wash it. I would not machine wash it. Just putting that out there. Because I don't know if it had felt or not. I haven't tested that yet because it's so new. It shouldn't, because I do pay for coating on the yarn, so it doesn't felt. But yeah, you know, it's I don't know. I just prefer to hand wash this stuff. I mean, in saying that, I do toss it into a bag and chuck it in the hand wash cycle on my washing machine. I don't literally hand wash it, but that's me. I can't believe it's 11 o'clock, guys, and I have to stop knitting, and I'm going to go to the end of the row. I'm nearly at the end of the row, so let's do that. because it's 11. More giveaway. No, not more giveaway. Not today. I try to keep it to 2 where I can. Every now and again, I go a bit crazy. So today I'm going to go to Carindale, except face washes. Yes, they go in the machine. Good morning, Mad Stitcher. You've joined us just as we're about to pack it up. I was going to say, I'm off to Carindale this afternoon to hit the Samsung kiosk for my appointment. I have got mini skeins to make and lots of sheets to print out of bead labels for the weekend. So I've got some jobs I can do sitting down to stay off my now stupidly annoying knee. So I probably won't be dyeing today, but I will be back in the dye pots in another day, like probably tomorrow, if I'm being honest. I'll just do 1 stitch so my stitch marker doesn't fall off when I put this down. But I got up to here, guys. So I was supposed to do 1 inch. I haven't measured it. It's probably just shy of 1 inch. I will get that done next week. Want to meet up. I need some new yoga pants. Vanessa, I will talk to you on Instagram. We'll message. That hour went so fast. I don't know, like, seriously, is an hour long enough? Like, I think it is, but then at the same time this happens and it just seems to go so quick. Anyway, we'll talk about that. We'll do another poll over on Fiberific Fun Zone on Facebook. Anyone who wants to come to Carindale for lunch can meet me there, I suppose. I will be there at... There's a kiosk at Garden City. I thought that would be closer. Yes, there is, but I could not get an appointment at that kiosk until Monday. So I'll go to Carindale and get one today. Time flies when you're having fun. It absolutely does. So guys, I'm going to head off. If you want to meet up with me for lunch at, or just, you know, to say hi at Carindale this afternoon, I will give me a message. 2 hours. Marion wants a 2-hour live stream. Look, you know, we should actually sit down and have a long one every now and again just for funsies. Maybe we can do a longer one at night. I would, but I don't know if my car will start. Oh, that's daunting. Thank you so much. I'm so excited I could pop. I will email after the show. I love your little flowers. I don't know how you're doing that, but I think they're fantastic. And congratulations, Cottage Keeper. Guys, I will see you all on social medias, messaging and stuff like that. I'll try and keep that going. I will catch you guys next week. See you later. Bye.